I'm Sophia A. Jackson, and I'm the editor and founder of Aphrodisiac Theatre News. And today I'm joined by,
Vicki Igbokwe-Ozoagu, founder and creative director of Uchenna.
thank you. So, the purpose of today's interview is to talk about Sadler's Wells East and your show, Our Mighty Groove, which is the inaugural show for Sadler's Wells East. How does that feel?
Exciting and
Mm,
nerve-wracking all at the same time.
yeah.
Exciting because we get to share, one of our signature shows, Our Mighty Groove, which is all about community connection and celebration. And then a
Hmm.
little bit like, oh, because we're the first and we're helping launch and open this amazing new theatre. But with me and the team, we just go, you know what, let's just focus in on making the work. All of the rest of it will fall into place. So it's a really, really great honour.
And can you talk to us a little bit about Our Mighty Groove? What's it about?
So it's inspired by the time I was baptized on a New York underground house club.
Okay.
I went in really shy. I just finished doing a class and walked into this amazing club. And Sophia, everyone in it was incredible. They weren't all professional dancers, but they were all people that boogied and could groove and were just having an amazing time. And for some reason, I lost. Like it was like my self confidence just went, yeah, exit to the left kind of thing. And I spent what felt like hours with my back up against the wall in this club. And anyone that came to me, because clearly it was like, what is this girl doing? Like she's just standing in the same place.
Yeah.
Anyone that came up to me, I was going, oh, no, 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 I'm from London. I know, really cringy, but that was all I had. And then there was, I don't know if you've ever had this moment where you like lock eyes with someone and
Mm.
that's the person that's not going to take the no for an answer.
Okay.
And there's a cipher in front of me.
Yeah.
And so, like people that don't know, just think of like a circle of people and someone's in the middle. And
Mm.
there was a person with a pink sausage balloon crown on. And
As you
we
do.
Yeah, listen, it was a unique, amazing, amazing experience. And me and this person locked eyes, and I was like, oh no, this is the person that's not going to take no for.
Hmm.
So I was doing that thing where you look away and you look back, and they were just getting closer, 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 closer. So they were right in front of me, and they didn't say anything to me. They just extended their hand
Oh,
out
wow.
and
Yeah.
just did that. There was no words, and I felt myself release from the wall, walk into their cipher, and now I'm like, oh my goody goody gosh, they're going to find me out. It's like my legs just could not work.
Oh.
I remember trying to like repeat like some of the moves from the class I'd just done.
Hmm.
And I was not very good, but the people in that cipher made me feel like Janet Jackson. And
Amazing.
then I danced and danced and danced the night away. So that is the inspiration for Our Mighty Groove.
Yeah.
We have a story, we have lots of different characters, but essentially for me, it's about creating an experience that
Hmm.
you, the audience member, can come and experience this unique way of partying and clubbing, and also get to boogie to and make one or two friends as well.
So how does it work for the audience then? Is it like a nightclub setting? And is it, yeah, because I know it says it's immersive.
You get lots of different things. I want you to actually come and
I will
experience.
come.
But what I will say is
Yeah.
you, you get to watch the world and like you're introduced to the characters
Yeah.
and you get your own opportunity to be up close and personal. Wait, hold on, Sophia. Even though I know you're
Um,
a load of people who are like, oh no, Vicky, we're about to do that. Listen,
no.
listen, listen, listen. In the moment where you get to experience the show and be up close and personal, you get
Mm.
to choose how involved or not you are with the cast.
So is there going to be a person that you experienced who was like, you're coming to dance?
Maybe,
Maybe.
maybe not.
I'm
I
terrified
can't
now.
give. I can't. Sophia, do not be terrified. Honestly, for me, when making all my shows, but especially this one, I
Yeah.
really like. For me, it's like it's a theatre show where you're going to come and watch something, but I also want you to have a human experience as well.
Oh, it does
So
sound really fun.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to, that's what you get. Sophia, you like, listen, I'm there, okay? And everyone else that's watching this as well. You will really have a good time. There's not going to be anyone that's going to make you do something that you don't want to do.
That's okay then.
That's the thing, because I'm not about that life.
And have you had to make much change from when it was originally performed?
Yes, yes. So we've I've developed the story of it. So we have a
Mm,
loose like narrative that like helps guides the cast and you guys as the audience. One of the big changes is we've gone from the original cast was like five professional performers.
hmm.
We now have six professional performers, a recent graduate who is joining that team, and
Wow.
then 15 young cast as well. So it's definitely grown in scale.
Yeah.
I've been exercising the kind of the writer within me as well. So looking at the
Mm,
story and plot of the characters. It's grander. So, Sadler's Wells East, if I've got it correct, I should know this. I think it's 550 seaters. The
wow.
maximum that we have, performed the show has been between 100 and 150.
Okay.
We've got a new, there's a new team in terms of creatives that are working on it as well. So, yeah,
Yeah.
we're not just going to put an old show on this shiny. We're definitely doing work to develop it and evolve it, and make it a real like celebration, community connection for this new space that's opening up in this amazing part of London.
Have you had to like relinquish some of the control because it's grown so many more legs now? Have you had to, I don't know, disconnect emotionally so that you can let it grow?
Yeah, I love that. That's a really good question. I think I naturally do that
Right.
anyway, because if I always make this joke in the rehearsal studio, especially like with the performers. If the show was solely based on like what I could do physically,
Mm.
it'd be all right, but it's not going to be as amazing as
Yeah.
if I can truly collaborate with the performers on
Hmm.
set design, music. So for me, I see myself as like, I'm the person with the vision.
Yeah.
I understand the experience that I hope that you as an audience will have,
Hmm.
but I've got to assemble what I call like my A team of
Nice.
experts because if I was doing the lighting, it would not. If I was trying to create the set, it would.
Yeah.
What I mean?
Yeah.
So from the get-go, I have to go, listen, if I want this to be as amazing as I know it can be, I've got to leave 50% of my ego at the door. And I've got to
Mm.
welcome the collaborators that I
Yeah.
have chosen because I want to work with them. So yeah, the control thing for me is not really a thing that like I have to deal with because I'm already like, Sophia, what are your ideas? Simon, what are
Nice.
your
Yeah. Yeah.
ideas?
Yeah.
We all feed into the pot to create something that not only I'm proud of, but like
Mm.
us as a team. And I'm including performers, creatives, Sadler's Wells. We've all got to like see the show and be, you know what? We did that. Now, hopefully, the audience will enjoy it too. That's always the bit
Yeah.
when, the audience comes in.
So, what's it like being in part of the process of a venue launch and opening? Like, yeah, what's that been like for you?
Well, in one way, we've not been like attached in terms of like the detail of it, but
Mm,
in another way, of course, like I've called it the show that keeps on giving because of
okay.
course we've had the delays with the building and that's
Yeah.
out of a lot of people's control. So I'd say my like connection with that has been through like living, but still feeling removed because I don't have the responsibility of getting
Mm,
the building up, but just yeah, going like, oh my god, okay, the dates are shifting. Oh my god,
yeah.
that's happening. So I guess I've just got like a somewhat slightly deeper sense of just what it takes
Hmm.
to launch a new building and all
Yeah.
of the highs and the lows and the roundarounds. Like every time we had been like updated and the team would go, okay, it doesn't look like those dates are happening.
Oh,
I'd be a little bit like, okay. And then I'd go like, how are you guys doing? Because
yeah.
whatever I'm feeling, I can only imagine what you've got going on because you guys are much closer to it because it's part of your remit. So it's been interesting from that
Yeah.
perspective, just like understanding, yeah, things don't always run smoothly. and sometimes they are totally out of your control. And it's
Yeah.
like, what can we do to like keep ourselves in the best possible like energy and space to not lose like the momentum and the joy of it. So I think for me, from as a like an artist and creative,
Mm,
being able to have touch points like research and development moments, doing some of
mm.
the outreach and the community engagement work that we've done, that's kept it
Yeah.
alive for us in the midst of going, okay, I'll just take those set of dates out of my diary and I'll wait.
Oh,
So
so
yeah.
what has been, I mean, what has been the delay? When was it supposed to have opened then?
The show was supposed to have been, I don't even remember now, but a couple of years ago. And I
Oh,
think they were stuff with all of COVID
COVID,
and
pandemic.
all
Yeah.
that stuff and materials. And like, I couldn't even tell you,
Oh,
but I
wow.
just know that we've had, as a team, we've had the dates shift a few times. So it just
That's,
feels really magical now to be like,
it's,
it's
yeah,
now people are buying tickets. Keep buying your tickets, people. Come and see the show.
yeah.
We've started rehearsal. We've got our young cast, you know, in play. Our professional cast are ready to go. And all of the different elements that happen behind the scenes are like now in like full swing and full motion.
So it's really, really, really is happening.
Yeah, it's like it really, really is
Yeah.
happening. We know about it now. So it's yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and it's a great start to the new year as well. It's just, yeah, super exciting. You mentioned community before. So what do you think is the importance of Sadler's Wells East opening up in East London in a completely new space? Yeah, what is the significance of that?
Well, I think the significance is what that space can offer different artists and creatives in terms of testing
Mm,
ideas, bringing new work into the space, and also what Sadler's Wells will gain in terms of the different groups,
hmm.
choreographers, artists, the group leaders, the people that are hiring like the village halls on a Saturday
Yeah.
and bringing their young people together. I think there feels, for me personally, there's
Mm,
going to be a real like exchange of energy and creativity because East London is already like bustling with so much creativity.
and
And
diversity as well.
yes, absolutely. And Sadler's Wells East being there, for me, it's like it adds to the possibility, opportunity, and the
Hmm.
choices that artists can have in terms of where they show their work, you know, how they're programmed, but
Mm,
and also, you know, the community that is already there. So for me, it feels like even though it's weird, even though it's a new building, there's part of me that goes like, welcome, and then there's
mm.
also a part of me that goes, thanks for having us
Yeah.
because I already know there is a diverse, beautiful community of people,
Hmm.
artists, creatives that are already in that part of London.
Are you an East Londoner yourself?
I'm an East Londoner via my creativity and art. So I used to work for a company called East London Dance
Okay.
to be based in Stratford Circus. And
Hmm.
they have now moved, but I was there. I started with East London Dance like a month after I graduated from uni. So I was working with them for about 5, 6 years. Used to do a
Mm,
lot of youth, anything that was to do with youth and young people outside of education. So after school clubs, youth companies,
nice.
events for young people, events for like emerging artists. So
Hmm.
I feel like East London is one of my homes. I've not like technically lived there, but I have like given myself to that part of London for like yeah, for many, many years and know many of the artists and that, you know, born, raised, running their groups and their companies there.
Yeah, and talking of East London, so you worked on the Olympic and Paralympic ceremonies, including London 2012. But how do you stay grounded when you have a big commission? Because that's quite a big responsibility, I would
It's a
say.
big responsibility, but I'm a human being. I cry, I smile, I don't know what I'm doing sometimes.
Yeah.
For me, I don't allow, yeah, I don't allow the like, I don't have a word for it, but all of that
Mm,
to get to my head because ultimately I'm a human being. And for me, I just want to create the best possible. I want to create a show that me and the team are really proud of. That
mm,
I really hope that you as an audience will come and love and gain something new, meet new people. So that's the thing that keeps me grounded. And then also I have a really, I've got great family and great friends
Hmm.
around me as well. But I'm human. I do like all the everyday stuff. I wake up, I brush my teeth, I go for,
Yeah.
I, yeah. So yeah, those are all the things for me.
You do sound like you've got your head screwed on though, as well.
I'm going to say thank you. But yeah, I'm a human being, but I also feel blessed to do
Mm,
the thing that I love, to do, and that's choreography. And even bigger than that, it's about supporting, people to really believe in who they are and the things that they desire for their
mm.
life. So choreography, is one way that I get to make that happen.
So you just mentioned about supporting people to do what they desire, but who's had the biggest impact on your own career? And who would you like to thank on this interview?
I don't know if you've got enough time. Because
One.
I think because I feel really, really blessed that along my journey I've had some incredible mentors that
Mm,
are, still a part of my journey now. They're like aunties and big brothers and big sisters. So
yeah.
I'm going to do a really quick thing. I'm going to say my mum for sure, because if it was up to her, I would have been a barrister because that's what my dad did. And then one day I decided I want to be a choreographer, and she was not happy. But I managed to get her around, and she was my biggest supporter. So her changing like her mindset on that was amazing.
Yeah.
And then the other people, there's three other people that I'll do really quickly. Hakeem
Mm,
Onibude from Impact Dance.
okay.
And that was like the first professional company that I joined, and he gave me a lot of grounding. His words, he'd say I was a bit rough around the edges. I still dispute that till today. But he was
Wow.
like, you know, my favorite mentor, Gina for Jean Charles, who is someone that I met when I was working at East London Dance. She's another amazing choreographer. And
Hmm.
I basically was like, I want to be like you when I grow up. And I remember she turned around to me and she was like, I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be the best you that you can
Wow.
be.
That's
And I've,
amazing.
yeah, and I've always like held that close. And then the last person is another amazing human called Tamara McClurg. She was
Hmm.
my choreography lecturer at university,
Hmm.
and she really empowered me to make the work I wanted to make. Because there's a little bit of a thing at uni where you're trying to like get the best grade, and her
Mm.
thing was like, I don't want you to make a piece that you think I love. I want you to make
Oh,
a piece that you are really proud of. And that
yeah.
was a massive turning point for me. So I'd say those four, and there are many others, but those four are the ones I'd like to name today.
Thank you. And who inspired you to set up Uchenna, your company?
Ah, gosh, who inspired me? It wasn't a who, it was
Mm,
experience.
okay.
So as a performer,
Yeah.
it was like trying to be a B girl. Notice I say trying because I was really I was doing locking and popping and a little bit of crump and all these things. As a dancer, yeah, if you give me the choreography, I would nail it.
Yeah.
But as an artist, I realized that wasn't like the palette, the styles I wanted to use. So the
Mm.
short version of the story is I got a bursary from a company called ADAD that's now part of One Dance UK. So ADAD
Oh,
is
yeah.
One Association of Dance of the African Diaspora.
Hmm.
They're now One Dance UK. And that bursary basically allowed me to go to New York to
Nice.
do some training in house dance because I'd been to a club and seen a group of Korean guys doing this dance style, fell in love with it, went home, was on YouTube for hours. This was back in like 2006, 2007, and was like, oh my gosh, what is this dance style? This feels like me. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Did a lot of research, applied for the bursary, went to New York, dis- went to the house classes, discovered whacking, discovered Vogue, met
Hmm.
one of my amazing, he's like I call him like my dance dad. He's no longer with us, but an amazing human being called Tyrone the Bone Proctor. He's an
Okay.
original soul train dancer.
Wow.
And when I came back to the UK, I was like, Mama has arrived. I now feel like these styles are the one for me. It was the first time in my career where, as a woman,
Hmm.
I felt like I could be strong
Hmm.
and graceful. I could be feminine within dance. Some of the other styles, I felt like I had to bring Victor out to really get real talk. I'm going to keep it real.
Okay.
So when I came back from that trip,
Yeah.
like my body was just like awakened in a different way. And that was the inspiration. That, and also being told by a company who will name nameless, that, the styles of work that I wanted to do weren't really professional. And I was like,
Mm.
excuse me, they are
Mm.
professional. So if I can't join your thing, I'm just going to create my own. And I've not looked
Yay.
back.
And when was that? When did you found?
So I started the company in 2009.
Yeah.
And when I started the company, let me be real, we were getting paid. It was me wanting to be a choreographer. My friends, mainly friends from uni, with a couple of friends from the industry that wanted more performance opportunities.
Hmm.
We used to meet up every Sunday afternoon at Chisenhall Dance Space, sort of give them some love. We
Yeah.
would like train for 3 hours, and then we'd go to Nando's afterwards. And that was how the company started. And it wasn't till like 2013 where, money started coming in, we started applying for funding. But it was the best time ever for me to just figure out what type of work did I want to make,
Yeah.
and also supporting, my friends at the time that were also like beginning their performance careers.
So do you still work with them now? Are they still involved in Uchenna?
So one of them is still involved with Uchenna. Her name is Grace Akereke, and she's actually joint CEO with me and our
Oh,
executive.
amazing. Yeah.
She's going to kill me for saying this, but she was our self-titled principal dancer back in the day. So,
Self-titled.
yeah, we've got to put that in. So, yeah, so myself and Grace have been the two in the company from the beginning. She started off as a performer and then moved into management. And then
Mm,
the other performers, those like founding members, are not with the company anymore, but we get to work with them in many different guises.
nice.
Like one of them is a senior lecturer and director at the University of East London. So we still
Amazing.
collaborate in lots of different ways.
And what are the challenges in running a dance company?
Yeah, you really don't have the time for that.
Again, again with the time constraints.
Oh gosh, I mean, challenges definitely is like resources. It just
Mm,
feels like everything it's getting really tight. But
mhm,
also for me, what I look at and go, that's a bit of a challenge. Sometimes I spin it and go, well, it's a creative challenge. So if we don't
mm.
have all the money that we need, or how else can we get the support to do the thing that we want to do? So, between myself and Grace are really big on the collaboration and the partnerships that we have as well. So yeah, I mean, it's just tough. It's tough in
Mm,
these streets at the moment. But I also think that breeds opportunity for thinking outside of the box creativity, and
yeah,
looking at actually who are the people, your peers to your left, to your right, maybe some who are a bit ahead of you, maybe some who are coming up behind you, and what are the opportunities to share and to support one another. And that's something that we're really big on as well.
and it's been going for a long time, so congratulations. You must be very proud.
I am, because when I set the company up, I left a full-time job to do it. And my
Oh,
people, like,
bold.
that wasn't the word they used, but we're going to go with that one. But
Yeah.
they were like, really, Vicky? And also because it was around the time when all the banks were being found out, and just like there was
Oh,
stuff. But I knew my thing was, if I didn't do it, I would be spending the rest of my days going, what
mm,
if? And the beautiful
yeah.
thing now is, if I hadn't taken that leap of faith, even just what we're having here now today,
Mm,
there's a strong chance we wouldn't have met. We wouldn't be sitting here having this
yeah.
conversation right now. So I'm really, really glad, with all the highs
Yeah.
and lows and the rounds and rounds, I'm very proud of the
Yeah.
company.
And
wearing it.
going strong as well. So yeah, that's brilliant. Okay, we've got the quick fire round now. So don't think very long about the answers, just first thing that comes to your head. Um, who was the first person who took you to the theatre and how old were you? I mean, you might have to think about that one.
I actually think it was a dance. I can't. I think it was one of my dance teachers. I don't know if these two things are actually linked. I'm
Hmm.
thinking about my dance teacher from secondary school,
Okay,
and the first show that came to my head is Starlight Express.
nice.
Now, I don't know if that happened at the same time, but those are the two things that came up.
Thank you. Who's the person that you would love to see at press night for our Mighty Groove, dead or alive?
Oh, don't, you're going to make me cry. It'd be my mom.
Oh, okay. 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 I didn't mean to make you cry. But yeah. She'll be there in spirit. And favorite place in London for catching up with friends?
Ooh, favorite place.
I had Nando's yesterday, someone said.
I, I was just going to say anywhere where there's food.
You
With
can't
me,
say that.
with foodies.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, wait, no. It's
Hmm.
just come to me. Asafo. We're
Okay,
going to
where's
say
that?
it's in Brixton. So it's a
Okay.
Ghanaian restaurant. You get all of the good food, the jollof, the egusi,
Mm,
the kelewele, all of that. And actually, I haven't
yum.
been in a while, but that's the one. 'Cause actually, I know there's a couple of people that were watching this, be going, Vicky, you didn't say Asafo. What is wrong with you? So definitely that.
Oh,
But anywhere where there is good food and good
okay.
vibe, you will find me and my peoples.
Thank you. What was the last book you read?
Oh, the last book that I read, I couldn't give you the name. It was a business, something to do with business,
Of
but it's
course.
because trying to be better.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be. I can't remember.
that's okay.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
book about business.
what was the last play or performance you saw?
I went to see the Boy Blue end of year show last week.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was in, oh gosh, I'm so bad with names of areas, but it was somewhere in East London.
Hmm.
And it was like the show for like the younger half of their company because they have like a range of different groups. So that was the last thing that I went to see. And it was amazing. Like as young as 5, just killing it out. I was like, I want to be like you when I grow up.
You were saying that.
I was the youngest,
You the grown up.
yes, the youngest performer was 5, and I think the oldest were like 18, 19. Let me tell you, fearless.
I love
If you
that.
look up fearless in the dictionary, you will see these young people. It was an amazing show.
And who was the last person you WhatsApped and what did it say?
Oh, it was my husband, and I was saying, "Have a good day at work,"
That's so cute. Um, and finally, why should we come and see our Mighty Groove?
because it's going to be an experience that literally has you standing on the edge of your feet. Come for the music, come for the dance, come for the vibes. You will not just be disappointed. She says.
Yay! Thank you so much. It's a wrap. I hope you also have a lovely day, and I will look forward to seeing you in person next at the show, and leaving my inhibitions at the door.
Come on, we might even have a little dance if you're free.
Maybe.
No pressure, no pressure.
What's the dress code anyway? What do you wear when you come to these
The dress
things?
code is come as you are. So if you're someone that wants to be dressed up to the
I
nines,
think I would want to be
bring it,
dressed up for this.
then go for it. If
Okay.
you are someone who you're like, you're getting me in my trainers and tracksuit, but basically whatever you feel good and comfortable in,
Yeah.
that's what we want you to wear. So that's the dress. The dress code is come as you.
Okay. Thank you. Take care and thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure, my dear. Speak soon.
Bye.
Bye.